We're live. How's everyone doing for a Monday? How's everyone doing for Monday? Man, I gotta clean up in here. What a mess. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a great day. My name is Matthew, and I'm off today from work, so I know it's been a while since I made a video. I thought, what better way to just do a live stream for a little bit, talk to you guys. Hey, Mary, how you doing? How's work been treating you? But yeah, off from work, had a couple of vacation days that I took out. What's up, John? How you doing? And if you don't use them, you lose them, right? So I'll go ahead and just taking my days right now. It's pretty hot here in Texas, and freaking do not want to burn up anymore. As you can see, I got crazy tan line, so it's pretty bad right now. But I think it's like 100. It's like 100 degrees for the high today, so we're finally starting to go under that. Lots bruised. Yeah, it's just man, it's pretty hot out there. Lately, I've been taking rental vehicles with the AC. That way I can stay cool and not have to worry about going against the heat. And that's worked out a lot, because I know when people take out step vans and stuff like that, freaking hot. It's hard to manage in that heat. But how's everyone doing? I just thought to jump on here. I know it's been a while since I've made a video, and I was like, I could do a live stream since I have some time in my hand and talk to you guys. But I guess I could talk about like what I plan on doing with this channel in the future, and like what else am I trying to say? Kind of what I want to move forward to. I think FedEx videos are kind of running out of ideas. I think the next thing I had planned out for me was like doing other routes, but I actually like my route. I don't want to do that. I don't want to risk that and be in a position where I don't like my route anymore. So people say it's pretty busy, but honestly, I think it's pretty chill. Like, I mean, I do a lot of pickups, but overall, not many packages that I'm bringing back. And once I'm done, I'm back at the station, and I just clock out now. So pretty easy. But nonetheless, I know that it's been a while since I posted a video, and the last one was the Sprinter, my comparison from the old Sprinter to the new one. I mean, there's not really any other vehicle. I don't think I've done the we call it the 630, but it's the Reach. I haven't done that vehicle yet. Main reason too is because I haven't driven in a long time. I'm usually just taking those vans at the moment, either the Ford Transit or the Mercedes Sprinter. So just driving those things until the heat finally calms down. Okay, yeah. Now that I'm thinking here, I got next month on September 5th will be 1 year at FedEx. So definitely a milestone in my opinion. Did I know I'll be working here for a year? Yeah, I kind of figured. I think when I applied here, I knew that coming in, that I was gonna be at this job for a while, and I don't think I want it to be like forever. I think I've said that in plenty of videos, but I want this to be the last job that I do before proceeding with my own things that I want to do in my career. So overall, the job has been pretty good to me. I think like I was off today, but I had to drop my girlfriend off since she works there too. And I know when I pulled up, I told her, I was like, I can actually come to work and not hate it, like, because I've had a lot of jobs, and there's been plenty of times where I pull up to a job, I do not feel like being here, and I can honestly say, like, right now I'm in that position where I don't mind it. Like, yeah, work is work, and sometimes, like, not every day I'm like, oh, I want to go in gotta do all this, but for the most part, I'm able to put up with it, and I mean, it's a good job. I mean, from coming from Amazon, I know Amazon was pretty tough in itself, but I still think, in my opinion, Amazon was pretty easy. Sure, it has its flaws, but when you're just out there on the road and you're just doing those stops, all the residential stops especially, that's when it gets really easy, and you can smooth sail with it. So I am I'm almost at a year. So yes, it's already been a year. It's kind of crazy. I started this channel, I think sometime this month in August is when I first created the channel, and I didn't post my first video till I think the beginning of December. I think the beginning of December is when I posted my first YouTube video on this channel, and I was at work, and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to see where this goes. If it gets views, it gets views. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I would just talk about Amazon and FedEx because I was fresh out of Amazon, so I knew what they did and how they work things, and I was still learning about how FedEx did. I think there's a lot of things that I probably would take back in those videos because it's a lot different now than when I first started. So I started that, and I think the first video that caught some traction was I did an Amazon paycheck. So I saw my friend had sent me something that of a guy working so many hours and made like a lot of money in Amazon, and I was like, that's not right. I was like, there's not even that many hours in a week. I was like, what are you looking at from? So I was like, no, I can make a YouTube video about it and show them at least my last check from Amazon compared to what the other one was showing. So I was like, hello from London. Hey, how you doing? London. What time is it over there? Right now it's like, I think we're about to creep on 5. Oh, you know what? This phone don't even work. I'm using my phone to You work at Amazon? Okay. Yeah. I was just talking about Amazon. How that was my last job that I worked at, and how I'm comparing it now to FedEx, or how I did my first YouTube video, I should say. So I didn't work at Amazon too long. I think I put close to a year before I ultimately just left. I think for me, when I worked at Amazon, I was always like, I wonder what it's like to work at UPS or FedEx, because I would always see them drive around, and I knew for me that at least in my DSP, the only thing I could become was a dispatcher, and I was just kind of looking like what I could move forward to. And so whenever I started looking more into it, I found FedEx Express. I found out there was a difference between Express and Ground. So that was what caught my eye. I never knew. I thought it was all the same thing. And I was actually going to apply for Ground first, because whenever I looked at YouTube videos, that's all I found. And I didn't know anything about... Do you smoke? No, I don't smoke. No, I don't smoke at all. I don't smoke, I don't drink. All I do is... Honestly, all I'm doing right now at the moment is just working out and going to work. But I'm enjoying these days off at the moment, so yeah. We'll see. I go back on Thursday, so it's my first day of like the vacation days that I had to use. And if we didn't use it, we lose it, so I had to start the vacation days. Because last year I had some vacation days that I didn't use, and they didn't end up paying me for it. And I was like, why is that? They're like, because you have to be here for a year. And I was like, man, y'all could have told me that way in the beginning. You had me thinking this whole time I was going to get a paycheck, and I didn't. But, yeah, whoever's here, if y'all got any questions, let me know. I'm more willing to answer. It could be about anything. It could be about work. It could be about life. It could be about anything. I'm just hanging out, man. It's been a while since I posted a video, and I am working on another video, but I'm not at work at the moment, so I can't make it unless I'm at work. And speaking of that, I was charging my GoPro, and I had some other videos on it that I could probably use. Do you have a girlfriend? I do have a girlfriend. She works with me at FedEx. So So we both work at the FedExer. I started working there first, and then I think she was waiting at the time and wanted more money. So I was like, hey, just come work with me. They gave her an interview, and she was hired on the spot. They did like a rapid interview test. And she was like, all right, I'm in. So that's that. She's been working there. I think she's close to a year as well. She's getting close to a year. I don't know when she started though. I think it was in December. Like early December, if I'm not mistaken. But she's been kicking it there. Her route's pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I'll be able to do her route. She picks up a lot of stuff. She gets a lot of help though. She gets a lot of help from her stops. They're really nice, and they understand that. Yeah, sometimes it's taking a lot of stuff. I work in a mall area, so right now it's pretty slow, but it does pick back up during peak. So, but the good thing is that they took a lot of stuff off me since my first year. When I barely started my route, I had a lot more pickups, and then they took, as I kept working on that route, it gradually started taking them off, or some of the stores went to like UPS and stuff like that instead, which is fine by me. I mean, I'm not out there pushing on the gas. I'm not out there feeling like I'm behind, so it works out for me. Honestly, I think it's to the point where I'm like bored. It's like I kind of want to do something else. I know, I think a couple of months ago I mentioned how FedEx Freight was probably an option for me, because I wanted to do the the apprentice program, but you need your permit, so I still have to get that. I tried applying to be, I think they have like a forklift driver at Freight, but they never called me back. I applied like 3 different times and never called back, and I was like, all right, you know what, I probably just have to get my permit and get into there. But yeah, it's not that I don't like my job. I think it's just it's become to the point where it's so easy, and I'm like, man, I need somewhat of a challenge. Like, I want to challenge myself. Yeah, bro, I just got done with the road test with the Express. How was it? I know when I went, I had a pretty cool teacher. Had us doing all the tests. We could do it as many times as we want, and then when we went on the road, and drove the whole way, we had to go back because I forgot my ID. I had left my ID in the office. He was like, you don't got your ID? I was like, no. He's like, we gotta go back and get it. And we drove around I remember driving around for a long time. And they test you on like the numbers, the block numbers, and what street you were just on, what street you're gonna be turning on. They want you to know all that. And he got me a lot. It was to the point where I was confused, but overall, he passed me, and I was like, all right, well, that's cool. I got my thing, and the very next day, they put me on the road. They had me working. They had me driving. So, and I had my own route, so I was waiting until the lady was finished. The person doing the route before me was finished with her thing, and then I went on it. Parking for the most part, and knowing the 5 keys. Oh, knowing the 5 keys. Yeah, knowing the 5 keys, I don't even know what they are right now. I have a picture of it on my phone because we had some people fly in from Arizona. They're like, right now they want you to have that card on you, or at least know something that you can pull it out and read one of the things. I think is aim high and steering is one of them. That's the one I always use. And they showed us videos of people in accidents. So I thought it was gonna be like car accidents. No, it was like the FedEx drivers running over people, and they were like showing videos from like different camera angles, and I was like, dang, that's crazy. And I kind of wanted to make a video about it. I was have more wrecks than we see. You'll see. Alright, am I still live? I don't even know if I'm still live. I might be still live. I don't know how to. My girl is blowing up my phone. You know how Hispanic girls, they'll tear me up if I don't answer. All right, I don't know if I'm back. I don't know if I'm back. Am I back? All right, now it's facing the other way. All right, sorry about that, guys. My girlfriend me and it stopped my stream, so I don't even I don't even know if anyone's here still. But what was I talking about? Yeah, that I think I was talking about the road test. I passed it though, and we started. Oh no, I was talking about the safety. The safety. Um, the safety part of the people coming from Arizona. Yeah, they showed us videos of people, FedEx drivers running over people and not using their, like they'll be like, what are one of the 5 things that the 5 keys that they didn't use? And man, I was more psyched about the stuff that they showed us. I was like, dude, why are they showing us this stuff? But it made sense. So yeah, sorry the video kept pausing. I do apologize. My girlfriend was calling, and I can't be forwarding that call. She'll smack me in the back of my head. I ain't trying to have that happen. So I just told her, I was like, hey, I'm streaming right now. Don't not like don't call me, but just like, hey, hold on, I'll call you right back. Let me talk to you guys for a little bit before I call you back. She's at work right now. She's probably calling me because she's bored. I know there's certain times on the route where you just get bored and you're gonna want to talk to somebody. So that's what I do. I at least talk to somebody, or I'm listening to like podcasts. But more times than not, I'm listening to like YouTube videos on how to expand my learning and how to help out the my YouTube channel. So I usually just kind of have that on autoplay. It'll be some of the same videos that I watch over and over again. But yeah. If I don't know if my girlfriend's watching now, but if you do, my bad. I didn't mean to not answer your call the first time. Please don't hurt me. So, and I'm not trying to get in trouble today. But yeah, so at least you passed it. I mean, I'm glad you passed your driving test. I think I did pretty good. I did the parallel parking. He had us like do it really slow and showed us like detailed how to, when to turn the wheel and all the cones. And I think we were driving a 700. I think that's what we're driving. We're driving a 700, and it was pretty easy. You get used to it after a while, and you're never gonna be in those type of situations to where you're having to turn that crazy. I'm lying. You will, depending on your FedEx, your station. Because there's been some stations that I've been to that are so small. I'm like, how can you even park anywhere? It's so tiny in here. I can't park anywhere. Our station is a lot bigger, so even how big it is, it's still tough to park in some areas. I'm like, dude, how do I squeeze in here? Because of this amount of stuff they have in the way. So I'm lying. You will have to park in tight corners sometimes. But as far as on the road, yeah, I don't ever risk that. Why would I ever risk like parking in the most squeeze myself in the most like tightest area? Like I would never do that. I'd rather park farther and just get my package. Now if it's a lot, that kind of sucks. But I mean, that's why I got a dolly. So I just put everything on the dolly and I'm out. But I'd rather not risk it. And like I said, I've been driving for a year now and I haven't had no accidents. So hopefully I can keep that. There's been a lot of people that have had accidents already. And I've seen people in their first week. Sometimes there's people coming back to the station and they're scraping up the whole car. They're trying to park in the garage, the little garage that we have. They're pulling in, they're just scraping up the whole vehicle. I'm just like, dude, they don't even care at this point. They're just like, yeah, whatever, it's not my car. Just scrape it all up. And it's funny, but I always make sure I try not to, not trying to smash into anything. I do wish that we had assigned vehicles. Because it sucks that I gotta wait all the time, and then you don't know what you're expecting. Every now and then, like if you first start off, one of the problems that I found is that you don't get a gas card yet. So without a gas card, you can't put any gas in the vehicle, right? So sometimes I would grab a vehicle and I'll go in there and they have no gas in it. I'm like, dude, how'd you even make it back to the station? It'll literally be under E. So that's one of the one of the problems that I found out when I first started, because I didn't have my gas card yet, so I couldn't wait. And you don't even have an ID, right? You just have this sticker that says that you work for FedEx. I was literally like making pickups in a Nike T-shirt and some damn sweats, and I mean, like, they're like, dude, you work for FedEx, bro? Where's your uniform at? I'm like, they haven't gave me one yet. I'm still waiting on it. So it took a while for that to come in. And since I didn't have my ID, I couldn't get through the gate. So if you don't know, it's like a badge that you have, and you have to put it on the gate for it to open. And dude, I'd be sitting there and ringing the security bell, and they would never answer the door. So I'd have to wait for another vehicle to come and let me in. So that's one problem. And then when you're actually at the station, in order to get to anything, you like to get into the break room, to get into the offices with the computers. You need that badge. So I'd be banging on that door. So bang, 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 bang. Let me in, please. I'm trying to, I'm trying to do the rest of my training here, man. So I do remember that when I first started, like some of the problems that I ran in, and I haven't lost anything yet. So be very careful when you're first starting off here. I know I'm slouching. I'm sorry. I'm about to fall asleep in the back of this chair. When you're slouching, when you first start, I forgot what I was talking about. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. What was I talking about? I legit just forgot what I was talking about. Damn, I can't remember. Why can't I remember that? Either way, when I first started, security wouldn't let me in, and I would have to wait for another car, and then have to get training done with. That took a while. The training part, it took like a month. And I still have training. You can have yearly training if you didn't know that. So you'll do what you have to do at that moment, and then you'll have the yearly training, which is required by the end of the year. So mine is due, I think, sometime next month, towards the end. Because my manager sent me a message, like, hey man, you still got some training. I was like, what? What do I got training for? So apparently you have to do it every year and get it over with. So something I messed up on is whenever I started working there, I had a different address. So I had a different address, and I did all my stuff, and then I moved like 2 weeks later to where I'm at right now. Make sure you change your address, because if you don't, you'll get all your stuff sent to, like, all your medical stuff and pretty much that's all it is. Like all your medical stuff and your what is it called? Your 401k, all that stuff gets sent to your other address, and then you gotta call and make all the adjustments. And you can't do it online. You can't just, like right now, I can't get on the computer and just log into FedEx and change all that. I have to be at work to do it. They have like their own little server that you're able to log into to make those changes. So, yeah, that was a mistake on my part that I figured out since I was moving. I didn't know I was moving. I made a move in the last minute, so I did that. So yeah, that's pretty much FedEx. If anyone has any questions about FedEx, you can always let me know. I'm more willing to help. I mean, I've made so many videos now that, like, I made over 100 videos about the topic of FedEx, and I'm just like, dude, how long can I go with this, right? I do enjoy making the videos. I think what it is though is I'm running out of ideas. That's my main problem. I'm kind of just running out of ideas to make more content. So I figured by then I would have a PC to where I was able to do like reactions and stuff, but I haven't. I got a PC, but it's complete garbage. It's an Optiplex, and it does not work at all. But so I'm kind of like stuck to where I want to put my content. I want to stick to like delivery stuff, but at the same time I want to try new things out. So I think that's kind of where I am on my channel. I didn't, like, honestly, I always say this, but I really didn't think I would have 1,000 subscribers before my first year. I thought it was going to be kind of a slow process. My way of thinking about it was helping people out in FedEx and just kind of like moving forward with that. But it's kind of like built up to like a pretty big thing, honestly. Like with FedEx, people have found out of my job. I tried to keep it as like low key as possible, where no one would figure out, and yeah, that was impossible to do. The first person that figured out was someone that actually works there now. He was looking up information about FedEx, and he sent me a message on YouTube. He was like, "Hey man, he's like, I work at the same station you do." And I was like, "What?" And I ain't never seen him before. I think like 2 months later, he came back. I was sitting down in a chair and he came up to me. He was like, "Hey dude, I follow you on YouTube." And I was like, "For real?" I was like, "That's what's up, man." I was like, "How you like the job?" He's like, "Man, I'm just about to do my courier class." He was doing courier class, and I was like, "All right, cool, that's what's up." And I was just like, "Wow, that's the first guy." And then it kind of trickled down. Um, I think a month after that, somebody was just like, he was on his phone. He was just on his phone. He was on his phone, and I was waiting in line to get to put my name for a truck. And he turns around and looked at me, and he's like, "Don't let nobody find out." And I was like, "About what?" He's like, "You know what I'm talking about." He's like, "Honestly, I think it's cool," but he's like, "Don't let them find out because you get in trouble." And I was like, "Shit, dude!" Like he knows. He found out, and I was like, "All right, that's two people." I'm like, "Who else?" Well, nobody else can figure out, right? And I told him, "Hey, don't say nothing because if you do, people gonna figure out, and this career is gonna end real fast." He's like, "All right, I won't say nothing." And there's one other person that I know he talks to all the time, and that dude's like, "Yeah, man, I followed you on YouTube. Yeah, man, trying to help you go to 1,000 subscribers." And I was like, "Who told you?" He's like, "Don't even worry about all that." I'm like, "Man, I know exactly who did that." So I was like, "Dang, people starting to find out." And then, was that it? I think that was it. There was one more person. He pulled up to me while I was parking a truck. He was just like, "Dude, I didn't know you made YouTube videos. I saw you on YouTube." And I was like, "All right, cool." I was like, and I was kind of interested at the time. I was like, what, did you look me up, or did someone tell you, or were you watching something?" And he was like, "No, I was watching a video about the UPS driver that was caught on the Ring doorbell, I think, and he had had heat exhaustion and was passing out." He's like, "You were recommended right after that," and I was like, "Dang, okay, that's pretty cool." I didn't know that, but I was like, since he knows already, I might as well ask him like what made him find my channel, and it looks like that YouTube is finally kind of like pushing out the content a little bit more, and which is good. But now I'm at that point, back at square one, where I'm like, man, I've already made pretty much every video that's gonna help out somebody that's new to FedEx. So I'm kind of just like stuck there where I want to put my channel at. I wanted to do, I think the next thing I had wanted to do was reactions, but I was looking at like YouTube fails. I mean, not YouTube fails, but like FedEx and like delivery fails. And there's not too many. I mean, there's a lot, but they're really old videos, and I've seen them like 100 times already. And I'm like, well, I mean, I really can't. I mean, I can do that, but I can't. Like, it won't be too much. It won't last long. So, kind of have that. And then if I had the right equipment, I think that would have made it easier. But everything's off my phone, so it kind of makes it tough to where I have to go and edit and on the phone, and I'm like this all day. My phone, my girlfriend's like, "Dude, what are you doing on your phone? You're always editing." No, she don't say that, but I just like, it'd be so much easier if I had a PC that I could do all that. Cause I've done it before. I used to have a computer, but I sold it about almost 2 years ago now. FedEx ground driver. Oops, sorry, I'm trying to read your message. Here, are you guys going through some changes in your area, like taking pics of your driver releases? So we are not. I haven't heard anything about it, but I do follow the FedExers on Reddit, and there are some express drivers that are going through that process at the moment, and there is a lot of changes going on. I will say that. It just doesn't reach our station. The main reason is because our station is so big that if something was to fail, like eStar is like a turn-by-turn navigation. If it was to fail, it would be drastic. That's what at least the managers say. So they don't really do anything. They test it out in smaller stations before they reach to ours. But so right now, the pictures when delivering a package is a thing in Express. I think it just started today, if I'm not mistaken. Today or last Monday, where more stations were implementing it. And I mean, I don't know how like Express is gonna do it. I mean, I know they have. I don't know. Their Leos are so bad. That's the thing. Like their Leos are so bad. So hopefully it's able to even withstand that update. So yeah, see right there, he's talking about how they're taking pictures. So we don't do anything yet here, but I know it's in some places, and a lot of people don't like it. I think if it was to happen to us, which I don't even do deliveries in the first place because I'm a pickup driver, but I would be used to it already because of freaking my working at Amazon. Is your station using eStar yet? It's pretty bad. Basically, everyone is more or less a swing driver. It creates all the different routes, and stations hired a ton of people now. Hours are being out. So we don't have eStar. The last thing I heard about it was like 3 or 4 months ago. It was a meeting that we had, and they said they were going to bring it in July, and we are in August, almost mid-August, so we haven't even heard anything about it yet. One big thing that's going on at our station is our hours. Our hours are being drastically cut. So I was a person that was typically working 9 to 10 hours a day, and they changed my start time. So I was coming in probably like 11:30 to 12, and now I'm not coming in until 1:30 or 2. So my hours are being drastically cut, and it's showing on the paycheck. I mean. I'm part time. Might be time to go. Sucks. So, as far as that, that's the only big change that I've seen. Now, like I said, I'm not ready for eStar yet either. I think the way of having everyone a swing driver, am I getting the swing driver pay? I mean, that's kind of like what I'm asking, because I'm a route driver, so. And they taught me how it works, how it just will give you random stuff from different cities, and you have to follow the way it goes. And people do that, and it fails, right? That's at least what I hear, and that it's supposed to learn and get better over time, and get people back in the station, right, sooner. And all I hear is bad things about it. I think out of like 100 bad things, I've heard one person say it's good. He was like, I like it. He's like, it tells me where I'm supposed to go, and this and that. And I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to make the job easier for everyone, right? Like people that have never been delivery drivers or pickup drivers. Here's your device. Follow it, and they'll tell you where you need to go, right? That's kind of like what Amazon is. Amazon, they don't really teach you anything. There's like everything's on the phone. Follow it, and it'll tell you where to go. As opposed to like right now, where you get some training, and now the training's so short. I heard back then they used to train you for months, and now you barely get 2 weeks of damn training before you're out put on the road. So, and I think that's a big thing right there. I think a lot of these places you got to figure out where they're at, and I don't think like 3 days worth of training is enough. I was fortunate enough to have a good like person that was leaving the route, and she showed me everything I needed to know, and man, I don't know how you swing drivers do it. Like I get really frustrated when I'm lost. Like whenever I navigate something and I'm pulled up to a spot that is not correct at all, I tend to like lose patience really fast. So I'm like, dude, I need to figure out where this place is at. Then it comes to the point where I'm just going door to door. I'm like, hey man, you know where this address is at? I'm trying to figure out or where the back door is, or if I'm going to the front side. I don't know. I need to pick up these packages. So like I don't know, eStar. That's where eStar kind of makes me nervous because it's like it's gonna take me to the general area, but then I still have to figure out where I gotta go, and then maybe this pickup person was used to a certain time for their original driver to be at, right? Because there's pickups that I have that open at 4 o'clock, but I don't show up till 6 o'clock because they have a big window. So it benefits them because they're used to being like, okay, they're not here till 6, so I'll have everything ready. And then when you show up, and if it's somebody new and you're using eStar and you show up at the exact time, which is 4 o'clock, they're gonna be like, dude, we're not ready yet. I can't do nothing about it, right? You still gotta take their stuff, but it leaves the customer upset, and I don't think that's benefiting, right? To leave a customer upset. So I mean, personally, it wouldn't matter to me. The time says it's open and I can pick it up, let me grab it, but Um, Now it just leaves people confused and upset. So, um, but yeah, that's how that's going. Those are some good questions. I think. I mean, I think they're trying to figure it out. I don't know how long it will take for them to finally get to the point where eStar is working really good. I know change sucks. Like for me, change sucks. But you gotta get used to it because we really don't have any control over it. So I'm trying to like prepare for it, to say the least. Just know that it's coming, and eventually we'll have to follow it, and there's nothing we can do. But if it's supposed to be better, I'm all for it. They just need to figure it out already. Stop having us confused. Um, Anything, I think at our station we just need more trucks. It's to the point where, I mean, if you want me to be 100% honest, um, it's annoying. It's honestly annoying right now to have to get to work and sit and wait on a truck. Like it makes no sense, right? Imagine going to Amazon, right? Clocking in, or your current delivery job. Imagine going to UPS and being like, "We don't have a vehicle for you. You're gonna have to wait." It's like, dude, why would you tell me that? Like, why don't you have a vehicle for me? I need to get on the road. I'm getting so used to it now that I'll get to work at whatever time I do, which is like 1:30, and I won't leave. I think 2 weeks ago, I got to my first stop at 4. At 4 o'clock. So that means from 1:30 to about 3:30, I was at the station. So I was there for 2 hours just sitting waiting on a vehicle. And it's like, that's ridiculous, right? So I'm getting paid for it, which is cool, right? But not every day I'm getting helped out there on the road. So every now and then I'll have a dispatcher that's really helpful. And sometimes the other dispatchers, they're really trying not to help me out. And I'm stuck there just trying to make every pickup. And if you know my route, I'm doing like 60 pickups some days, and it can cause a lot of damage on time, and where I'm falling behind and having to reroute a lot of things to where I'm showing up in the last 5 to 10 minutes before considered late. So that can be that really sucks. I don't like leaving so late. I don't mind that the start time is later, but at least by now I have a vehicle, right? I have a vehicle when I get there. I don't want to have to wait 2 hours to get a truck. And I don't know if anybody else in their station is having that problem, but this has kind of been a thing since I've started a year ago. We had like truck issues, but at the time I was taking a box truck because of how big my route was, and from there we had a lot of rentals. Like during that Christmas time, we had U-Hauls, Penske's, white rental vans, and then the regular FedEx vehicles. So we were just loaded. But then we had a shortage of Leos. We had a shortage of the scanners, and it's like if it's not one thing, it's another. And apparently, someone at our station had took like 12 of them, 12 or 20, and never came back to work. So I don't know. Maybe he sold them to Target. I know those phones are everywhere. So that's what happened with that. And then there was a point where everything was perfect. We had enough vehicles, enough Leos, enough printers. We didn't have to worry about anything. And then they were like, "Yeah, we're taking all the vehicles back. We're taking like 60 rentals back." And I remember the managers were like, "I don't know how we're gonna do it. We're just gonna have to push through it. Let's figure out what happens." And I was like, "Damn, dude, this is gonna suck." And it sucked ever since. It's been going like this for at least 2 months, I would say. 2 months where I get to work, there's a list, I put my name, I put what vehicle I prefer. Right now the vehicle I prefer is either a Sprinter or a rental van, which is the Ford Transit. Before it got scorching heat outside, I was putting 630 because of the room. The room is just enough, but they have AC in them, but they don't all work that great. That's the problem with a lot of those box trucks, the step vans. They have AC, but they don't work as good. So, and you're not allowed to have the doors open at FedEx, at Express at least. You can't have the driver one open. You can have the other one open, but you can't have the driver one open. So it's just like hot in there all day. You're like burning up and drinking all kinds of water. But so I was like, you know what? I'd rather play Tetris in a rental van and stack every box perfect than being in a hot ass microwave. So that's that. But I hope you guys are enjoying my talk here. I'm probably gonna be on for an hour. I think I cut off somewhere in between because my girlfriend, she had called and it cut off the stream, so I do apologize for that, but I had to answer her phone call. If not, I was gonna get wrecked. But if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm more willing to help out. It could be about FedEx, it could be about anything. It could be about my YouTube videos or anything like that. What do I got here? Oh, I got a Bravo Zulu. I don't know if any of you guys know what that Bravo Zulu means. I don't know what it means exactly, but you get a bonus. So I got a bonus last week. I got a $150 bonus. Now, how did I get this bonus? I apparently at my route, we had some people call in and compliment me on my job. So I was like, oh, that's cool. So my manager reached out to me. He was like, hey man, we had some people call in. They were expressing how good of a courier you are, blah, 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 this and that. And he's like, I just wanted to let you know. He's like, I don't know what stop it was. I already forgot, but they did call and mention that. So we had a meeting that next month, or the end of the month meeting. And it was like, he's doing Bravo Zulu for me, $150. So this is it right here, the letter. And it was pretty cool. I mean, the money was needed, to say the least. And that's cool how they do that. I don't think I've ever had that before. I don't know how often that happens, or if there's like that's like every month. I'm not sure. So, but it was pretty cool to get a bonus at the end of the month. I'm still waiting on my bonus of whenever I got my girlfriend hired. I put her name on a list and she got hired, and I was supposed to see like a $200 bonus. I never saw that, so I don't know what happened with that. But yeah. You guys have anything to say? Any questions? Any concerns? If not, then I guess I'm trying to think of what else to talk about. Maybe some future videos that I have in mind. I think one video I do have in mind with FedEx or delivering is a like fails type of video. I know I was just speaking on that. I am working on one, even though it takes a lot longer than expected. So I'll be doing like a reaction video. Hopefully you guys do enjoy that. I'm also working on like YouTube growth. I know that I'm a smaller channel, but I am monetized, which is actually pretty cool. And I know a lot of people, whenever they start a new YouTube channel, that's one of the things that they look forward to is getting monetized. So I want to help people get to that point, and what helped me, if I want to just throw a few tips out right now, I think just staying consistent is like the biggest thing ever. Whenever I made this channel, I didn't know how long it was gonna take or what it was gonna go to, but I knew I was gonna eventually just grow this channel. Once I figured out I'm gonna keep going at it and not give up, and that's kind of what I've had in mind with this channel. I'm thinking about making another YouTube channel so I can kind of like stay busy and see if I can do it twice, if it's actually skill or if I'm just lucky. But I want to do somewhat like gaming stuff. I've tried to do a little bit on this channel, but it never really like picks up on the algorithm. So I'm like, you know what, I'll probably just make a whole different YouTube channel. And like I like going to like video game hunting. I like hunting for deals at like Goodwill and stuff like that, and thrift stores. So I might like record my reactions of stuff when it comes to that, of like my pickups. So I'm thinking about doing that for sure as another channel and see where that goes. I know it won't take off. It's gonna take like 40, 50 videos for anyone to notice. But I mean, that's what this channel was. Like, I posted a lot of videos and it would only get like 1 view, 2 views, and I think it wasn't until like in that middle, I think I'm like close to 110 or 115 videos now, where they finally started picking up some traction at around number 50. So I'm glad you guys enjoy the content that I make. I find it funny because I used to always like watch. There's people that comment on my YouTube videos that I would watch on when I was looking to working at FedEx or like Amazon videos that have a pretty big following, I would say, and it's pretty cool to see that. It's like I didn't expect that whenever I first started the channel. What else? Why is there a thumbtack on here? My girlfriend loves to leave these thumbtacks all over the place, and I be stepping on them. If you ever stepped on a thumbtack, it is not fun. It hurts. But yeah, I'll probably make, like I said, that reaction video. I got 2 days off, so I'll probably start on it tonight and have it up by tomorrow. But today I was just like, let's just chill and chat, talk to you guys. I know I've been probably saying a lot of random stuff, but trying to think of anything else. Been talking for 46 minutes. I got a mouth on me, don't I? I don't know. I don't know what else to talk about. I don't know. You guys like my ring light? I got a new ring light. I have this too. I don't know if it works anymore though. Nope, it's not gonna work anymore. I probably won't do nothing for the rest of the day but play video games. Do more reaction videos. Okay, no, I like that suggestion. I will. I will. It's something I've been thinking about for a while to do some reactions. I have videos set up into play already. I've done one, but it was really hard to make. But I think I found out a better way to do that. So there's some videos I have saved that I need to react to. I think it'll be funny. What other? If anyone else has any suggestions, what do you think would be good for the channel, or good for anybody? I don't know. Reaction videos have been on my mind for a while though, and I'm trying to think like what else. There's someone that I watch. He does trucking videos. Vicky low-key checking out Matthew's biceps. The bicep gains, huh? Oh, that's another thing. I wanted to drift off into fitness, but dude, I don't know. I have like a problem when it comes to recording in public. Oh, the reaction. Oh, reaction to the exhausted UPS worker. Yeah, I can do that. I saw that, so I could definitely react to that. It sucks. That sucks, man, because that could be any of us in that position. There's times where I've been really hot in those vehicles, and it makes you feel bad for them. It's like you never know what could have happened in that position if he never got up, you know, and that all that over a job. At the end of the day, it's like, dang, dude, that's crazy. So, you got it. Thanks for the suggestion. I will definitely do a reaction to that. Alrighty, you know what? I think I have that video saved. Because I remember I was like, dude, that's crazy. I would not want to be in that position. Not at all. And that's one of the main reasons why I work out and try to stay in somewhat shape, because this job does get exhausting after a while. I tell my friend all the time, I'm like, dude, this job's easy. Like, it's not that hard. Then I'm like, man, when I think about it, like, you gotta be in somewhat shape because story time videos. I think I have some videos where I talk about stories. Off work early, damn. No, I got vacation. I got vacation. If I was off this early, dude, I'd have worked like 3 hours. Not even. I would work like 2. I've been that part time. Been on that part time position. No, I'm off today. I'm off till I don't go back until Thursday. I had some vacation days that I didn't put in the beginning of the year. So whenever they gave me days off, they put it like in some random month next year, and I was like, no, I can't wait that long. So I decided to use some of them, and hence why I'm here today in the man cave, as I like to call it. But ain't nothing man cave about this. I got like 3 posters and a desk with no computer, so I'm pretty cool. Huh? Yeah, it does. I mean, just being in those step van trucks, it does take a lot out of you. I will tell you, like I've done this for 4 different companies. I've done it with Granger, for the ones who get it done. I was contracted for Granger. Then I did medical. I did medical deliveries for Stats for like 2 hours and less, back and forth. Then I did Amazon, and here I am at FedEx. So I'm just missing DHL, Postal Service, and UPS right at this point. But out of the 4 that I've worked at, Amazon was by far the one where I got tired the most. So Amazon, I would be exhausted. I would come home and just want to go to sleep. And it's just because like the pace that I worked at was a lot faster. Now, mind you, I wasn't lifting as heavy. Some boxes, most boxes don't go over 50 pounds, but I was absolutely tired when I get home because I was like jogging or running. And I know a lot of people say, why are you running? Don't run. Don't work that hard for that company. But I was trying to go home early, man. And sometimes I did, most times I didn't. But it was always the thought of going home early and just getting paid the same hours. The way our DSP ran it in Amazon is that we got paid 10 hours regardless of what time you finished. So, but if you worked over 10 hours, you got paid more than that. So it was kind of weird like that. We didn't get any incentives on doing rescues or any of that. But if you worked 5 hours and you finished and you went home, you got paid for 10 hours. But if you worked over 10 hours, then you would get paid the OT. Started at UPS and that's it. Yeah, see, that's good. UPS is, this UPS is one of those jobs where if you're there, man, stay there, right? I started at UPS in 2015 as a package handler. So I was a package handler in 2015. I was either 18 or 19 years old at the time. And I had at that time, I didn't know what I was doing. I was not even in college yet. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was just lost. So when I was working there, I had no intentions of being a delivery driver. And they would talk about all this stuff that I just did not understand about seniority and union and all that. Like I said, I'm 18 years old. I'm like, all I want is a paycheck and to keep working out. And if I would have looked more into it, I probably would have stayed it out. But I've mentioned this story plenty of times before that my supervisor when I was a package handler at UPS was just not the one. He was a very, very just rude person. And it made my day worse. Like, I worked hard. Like, don't get me wrong. I'll go in there and try to work as hard as I can. But he would always find something to say to me. And it would always trigger, like, me to get upset for the rest of the day. I remember I was knocking out 3 trailers. What was I? I was a loader. So I was a loader. I would load like 3 trucks. And I didn't have my light, the light that you put in the trailer. I had it facing out because it was just too bright and I didn't want it, so I was stacking the trucks. And like I said, I was working as hard as I can, fast as I can, and he would always figure out something to say, and he'd go in there and be like, hey man, what are you doing? You're supposed to put this light right here, man. Always messing up. And like he would say stuff like that. I get so pissed off. He said, sorry, I'm reading your message. Yeah, the drivers would show me their checks and motivated me. Got lucky. No, that's good. Congratulations. See, if I would have had, I didn't know that at the time. Like drivers were making big money like that, especially like UPS. In my head, at the time, I had applied at FedEx as a package handler and UPS, and I was just like, whichever one calls me back first or sets up an interview. I don't even think they called you. They would send you like a link to where you would sign for an interview. And the drivers were really cool. I remember the freight drivers, the people that would haul the 18-wheeler drivers would show me or talk to me, and they were pretty nice. And I only lasted there for about, I believe, like 5 months. It wasn't that long before I started working somewhere else. And then it's funny because after that job, I became a delivery driver. I did something else and then became a delivery driver for Grainger. And then that's when I kind of started regretting about UPS. I started figuring out how they started getting paid a lot more, or they were getting paid a lot of money. And I was like, dang, I should have just stayed. Should have just toughed it out. But I only left because of the supervisor. It wasn't even because of the work. I could handle the work. It was just the supervisor was always like telling me something, and I would have a different supervisor on Sunday, and they were really nice, and it made like work a lot more easier. So it doesn't matter who you're put under sometimes, and I do believe that. I know, like right now, at FedEx, I'm in a good situation. My manager is like really awesome. I would say he always has your back. Cause one of the biggest complaints that I hear about when it comes to like these jobs is that managers are always against you, or they try to figure out any way to save their ass but not yours. And my manager, I will be honest, I've been here for a year, so I kind of know by now that he's the complete opposite. There's times where I've made little mistakes here and there, but he always has my back no matter what. And he'd be like, nah, he's always helping out. He's always doing this, he's always doing that. He's a good worker. So I do appreciate my manager for that. And for always having my back, because there's very few we will have. My route has less stops than his, but has a lot more freight, so this heat has given me exhaustion. It sucks. Ain't no low key here. Did you just write that, or am I getting my messages extra late? Vicky, if you don't know who Vicky is, Vicky's my girlfriend. She called me like 30 minutes ago and blew up my stream. She was like, "Where's you better answer this?" She was like, "You better answer this phone before I whoop your ass." But I don't know if my messages are coming late or not, because my stream had froze for a little bit and it kicked back on. So at this point, I don't even know. This is why I need a PC. That way I'm able to have my whole setup, have it all cool looking, like Ninja. And then, dude, my neck hurts. I don't know why. Oh, I want to pop it. Sorry you guys had to see that. My neck was hurting. But, yeah, man. All right, we're 58 minutes in. We at the end of the line here. Oh, yeah, I'm down for gaming. Dude, I used to have a PC, and yeah, dude. Right now I'm playing Spider-Man, Miles Morales, because I have the PS5, but I have Xbox and PS5, but I haven't really played the PS5. I had Demon Souls, and that was the only game I was playing for a little bit, but now I bought Miles Morales and The Last of Us on PS4 Remastered, and those games are pretty awesome. I got my girlfriend playing The Last of Us. I'm just kind of watching her, and I'm playing the Miles Morales, Spider-Man Miles Morales. And they're pretty good games, so. But I need to get my PC back. I need to get my gaming PC back. I need to get my streaming setup back, because I want to do all that. Excuse me. I want to do all that. And hopefully I can save some money, because, dude, it's so expensive. I went to, where did I go? I forgot where I went. We went to Micro Center, and we were looking at some of the parts. I was like, dude, it's so expensive. It's so expensive. Like, and I don't know. In the last stream I had, I showed what the PC I currently have right now, and that shit is old. That shit is dusty, and it still don't even work. I don't know my password. It's my mom's old PC, and there's a password I can't bypass it. I tried to account recover or delete the whole thing or restart it new, and it just won't work. So right now, all I have is a Chromebook, and do not buy a Chromebook. Do not buy one. I'm sorry, but I just cannot get along with the Chromebook. It doesn't do anything but stream the web or surf the web. I can't do no streaming. It's so slow. It dies so fast. I just pay my bills on it. So I only got that Chromebook though because I had got a washer and dryer, and they were like, "You need to get something else too." So I got that. Came with that. But all right. If nobody else has anything to say, I'll probably cut it off here. Like I said, just a small stream that I wanted to talk to you guys. I will be back on scene. I know it's been about 6 days since I posted my last video, but I will post something else. Someone gave me a good suggestion, so I will be reacting to some videos that I've had saved and do the best I can to not be forever on those, because those can take a while since I have to use my camera, and I got something else on here to react to, then I got to sync it up on the editing. We don't know how all that's going to work out, right? What's up, brother? UPS driver from Fresno. What's going on? Now, just about to end the stream here. I just wanted to chat with you guys as I have some days off, right? It's weird because I don't remember the last time I've had been off on a Monday. I'd be like, what? I'd be like, what? Supposed to be working, man. I had to take my girl to work though, and she was like, I could tell she was like, she didn't want to go in because I'm off, right? So, yeah, that's that. But other than that, man. Oh, I don't know if you guys noticed, man. I've shaved. I shaved, man. I had to trim it down because, dude, it was just bushed up, and it was hard. I would I haven't grown a beard that big in a while. I would sleep, and I'll wake up, and the shit was just like that. It was just all the other way. So, I had to cut it off. And plus, it's hot. So, I think that's all I gotta say. Alright, guys. Well, I hope everyone has a good day. If you're still at work, make sure you get home safe. Don't drive crazy. Because over here in Texas, everyone, as soon as 5 o'clock hits, people want to see who's the first person to get home while risking everything while doing it. So don't be that person. Drive the speed limit, and don't try to get in no accidents, man. We need you back here for the next video. So other than that, you guys have a good one. Stay safe as always, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.